Hello, my name is Subhendu Das and I am your mathematics teacher at Mendita. And today I am going to teach you one of the most important topic of class 10, that will be linear equations in two variables, and today's lecture will be lecture number 3 of this. In the last two lectures we learned the basics of the linear equation in two variables, and today we will continue this one. So first the example is given there, that is, solve the following equation graphically. Solve the following system of equation graphically. The first one is 3x plus 2y minus 11 is equals to 0. And the second equation, 2x minus 3y plus 10 is equals to 0. Now from this equation you can get that 2y will be 11 minus 3x. Now y will be 11 minus 3x by 2. Now in the second, that will be equation number 1. And from the second one, 3y, it will be equals to 2x plus 10. Now y is equals to 2x plus 10 divided by 3. That will be equation number 2. So now put the values in the equation number 1. If x is equals to minus 1 in equation number 1, then y will be 11 minus 3 into minus 1 divided by 2. So it will be 11 plus 3 by 2. That means 7. Now if x is equals to 1, then y will be 11 minus 3 into 1 by 2. 8 by 2. That means it will be 4. Now if x is equals to 3, then y will be 11 minus 3, 3 is 9 by 2. It's 1. In the second equation, if x is equals to minus 2, then y will be equals to 2 into minus 2, that is minus 4, plus 10 by 3. So 6 by 3, that is 2. Now the next, if x is equals to 1, then y will be 10 plus 2, 12 by 3, that will be 4. Now third one, if x is equals to 4, then y will be 4 to the 8 plus 10, 18 by 3. That means y is 6. Now put the values in the table. So following the first table, x, y. If x is minus 1, then 7. X is minus 1, then 7. Is plus 1, then 4. If it is 3, then 1. And in the second table, x and y. So if you check in the second table, x is minus 2, y is 2. X is minus 2, y is 2. If x is 1, y is 4. If x is 4, y is 6. These are the values. Now if you plot this point on the graph, So it will be y-axis and it will be x-axis. It will be y dash, it will be x and x dash. If you put the plot, so that is minus 1 7. So the point if you put it is it will look like this. So here it is the first point, it is minus 1 comma 7. So now points are a, b and c. Then it is the intersection point is 1 comma 4. So it will be b, it is 1 comma 4. Now it is 4 comma 6. Suppose it is c point. So this is a line, and there is another line that will intersect here. So it is minus 2 comma 2. So this will be the point minus 2 comma 2, and it is 1 comma 4, then it is 4 comma 6. So you can give their name PQR. So that means, and it is 0. That means you can say that two graph lines intersect each other at a point that is b, 1 comma 4. That means here we can say x is 1 and y is 4. It is the solution and it is the solution. Suppose it is q point. So it is the solution of the equation. So you can find the triangle is there. Suppose it is S. So there is a triangle form that is BQS. Triangle formed by the x-axis and B point. So this will be the shaded region of the triangle. Now, next example. Suppose the example is given, solve the following systems of linear equation. So first it is given, suppose 3x plus y is minus 11 is equals to 0, and x minus y plus 1 is equals to 0. From the first equation you can say that y will be 11 minus 3x. Now second equation, y will be x plus 1. Now from the first equation, this is equation number 1 and this will be the equation number 2. So now if you put in the first equation, if x is equals to 2, then y will be 11 minus 6, that means 5. Now the second, if x is equals to, in the first equation, if x is equals to 3, then y is equals to 11 minus 3 3 is 9, that means 2. And in the third, if we put in the first equation x is 5, then y will be 11 minus 15, that is minus 4. Now draw the table. So it is x, it is y. If x is 2, y is 5. If x is 3, y is 2. If x is 5, y is minus 4. Now in the second equation, if you plot that, just put the value. If x is equals to minus 3, then y will be minus 3 plus 1, that is minus 2. X plus 1, I think. Okay, x minus 1 minus 1. It will be minus, so it will be minus. Okay, so the equation it becomes minus. So minus 3 minus 1. So that means the answer should be, or the value of y should be minus 4. Now if x is equals to 0, then y is equals to 0 minus 1, that is minus 1. Now if x is equals to 3, then y is equals to 3 minus 1, that means 2. Now put the values here in the table. X, y. If x is minus 3, minus 4. If x is 0, y is minus 1. If x is 3, it's 2. So you can see that 3 and 3, 2 is the common point for both these. So if you draw this, you can get, that is the x-axis, and it will be the y-axis. Just a second. So I need to draw properly. So it will be the y-axis. Y, it is y dash. It is x, it is x dash. Now if you put the point, you will get 2 comma 5. So it will be look like this. Here the first point is A, it is 2 comma 5. The second point B, it will be 3 comma 2, and the third point, it is C, it is 5 comma minus 4. Now there is another one, that is one point is given, so another point, it is suppose PQR, so that is 0 comma minus 1, and it will be, you can take P point, P will be minus 3 comma minus 4. Now we can check that this is the perpendicular distance, and this will be the area of this. So on extend, if you extend this, on extending the graph on the both side, if we put the value, we find that the graph lines intersect y-axis at the point 0 comma minus 1, and this point, it is point Q and point R, that will be 0 comma 11, 0 comma 11, and both the lines intersect each other at point B, it is 3 comma. Now we will draw few questions or few graphs where you can find that infinitely many solutions. That means where the graphs of equations. In the last few questions we learn how to find the intersecting point. That means only one common point is there, only one solution is there. Now we will read about the equations having the infinitely many solutions. When it has infinitely many solutions. For example, that example number 1, if it is 3x minus y is equals to 2, the first equation is there, and the second equation, it will be 9x minus 3y is equals to 6. Now it has infinitely many solutions. Why? Because y will be 3x minus 2, and here 3y will be 9x minus 6. So y will be 9x minus 6 by 3. And this will be equation number 1 and this will be equation number 2. So here in the equation number 1, if we put x is equals to minus 1, then y will be minus 5. Now if x is equals to 0, then y will be 3 into 0 minus 2, that means minus 2. If x is equals to 2, then y will be 3 2 is 6, 6 minus 2, that will be 4. So now put the points on the graph line, on the table. So that is x and y. This is 1, 2, 3. Now if x is minus 1, y is minus 5. If x is 0, y is minus 2. If x is 2, y is 4. Now here in the second equation, if x is equals to minus 2, then y will be, so it is minus 18 minus 6 minus 24 by 3. So minus 24 by 3, that means minus 8. Now if x is equals to 1, then 9 minus 6, that will be 3. 3 by 3, that means it will be 1. Now if x is equals to 2, then y is equals to, this 9 2 is 18. 18 minus 6, 12 by 3, 4. So it will be 4. Now put the values on the table. So this is x, this is y. So if x is minus 2, y is minus 8. If x is 1, y is 1. If x is 2, y is 4. Now put the values in. You can see that the line will be like this. So it is x-axis, it is x dash, it is y, it is y dash. So here point P, suppose it is minus 2 comma minus 6 is there. Minus 2 comma minus 8 is there. Okay, and then Q point is there. It is Q. Note it is 1 comma 1, and then another point that is 2 comma 4. That is a common point. 2 comma 4. Now it is, this point is suppose B. It is 0 comma minus 2, and it will be point A, that is minus 1 comma minus 5. Now we can say that both the lines actually overlapping. That means it has infinitely many solutions. So we find that two graph lines are coincide. As it is coincide, that means it has infinitely many solutions. As it has infinitely many solutions, that means these two points, if you join this 3 and 3 6 points, it will get the same line, or two lines will be coincide. That means it has infinitely many solutions. So now coming to the revision. So first, if there is one intersecting point or only one solution, so if this kind of questions comes and you have to solve the following problems by using graph or graphically. So first equation, that is 3x plus 2y is minus 11 is equals to 0. From here you can find the y is equals to 11 minus 3x by 2. And second equation, 2x minus 3y plus 10 equals to 0, then y is equals to 2x plus 10 by 3. So in the first equation, if you put x is minus 1, y will be 7. And in the first equation, if you put x is 1, y is 4. If x is 3, y is 1. In the second equation, if x is minus 2, then y is 2. If x is 1, y is 4. If x is 4, y is 6. Now you can put the values on the tables. Now draw these points and it will intersect each other at a point, that is 1 comma 4. So that means B point is the intersection point. That means it has one solution where x, the coordinate of x is 1 and coordinate of y is 4. And you get the triangle BQS with a y x-axis and this intersection point. Now the second one, if two equations are there, that is 3x plus y minus 11 is equals to 0, you can find the first equation, y is equals to 11 minus 3x. And the second equation, x minus y minus 1 is equals to 0, then y is equals to x minus 2. It will be equation number 2. Now in the first equation, if x is 2, y will be 5. If x is 3, y will be 2. If x is 5, y will be minus 4. Then put the values on the table. And in the second equation, if x is minus 3, y is minus 4. X is 0, y is minus 1. And if x is 3, y is 2. Now, in the table, if you put, if x is minus 3, y is minus 4. If x is 0, y is minus 1. If x is 3, y is 2. Now, if you draw this point, it you can find that B point is the intersection point, that is 3 comma 2. That means the coordinate of x is 3 and coordinate of y is 2. And it intersect y-axis at the point 0 comma minus 1 and 0 comma 11. And it will make a triangle. Now, if this kind of equations are there where it has infinitely many solutions, so how we can draw the graph and what will be this? So the first equation, 3x minus y is 2, so y will be 3x minus 2, and 9x minus 3y is equals to 6, y is equals to 9x minus 6 by 3. If you put in the first equation, x is minus 1, y will be minus 5. If x is 0, y will be minus 2. If x is 2, y will be 4. In the second equation, if x is minus 2, y will be minus 8. If x is 1, y is 1. If x is 2, y is 4. Now put the values in the tables. You can get that if we put the point in the graph, it will actually two lines are coincide. That means overlapping to one another. So that means it has infinitely many solutions. That means if two lines are coincide, that means it has infinitely many solutions. So I hope you enjoyed the session and all the doubts are clear and you get the clarity on this topic. So we'll continue this topic in the next class as well. Thank you for joining.